Okay, a couple things here. This is the first ever video I'm uploading with my iPad. I've never uploaded by the iPad before, so we're gonna be trying this out now. Also, the camera is fucking not charging properly, so that camera that I've used for years, we're gonna use the iPad now. The frame that iPad is standing on is from my Second Amendment Foundation plaque. I borrowed the standee for it. Also, I'd like to acknowledge that I paused the television in this moment. President Bush Sr.'s funeral is underway today, so I want to acknowledge that. Now, this video is about being left-handed. Now, nothing fancy, was doing a pistol review, an old school pistol review, and he said lefties might have a hard time with it, or lefties this and the other thing. And not to pick on the colonel, but a lot of people say lefty this, lefty that. Well, I am left-handed, but in addition to that, as many of you know, because I've explained it, my fingers in this hand don't move that fast. And I live in a right-handed world. I have to start the car with my right hand, I have to use the gears with my right hand. I live in a right-handed world. And even though my 1911 has an ambi safety, and even though my Mini 14 has an ambi safety, left-handed preferred safety, and the mag release is ambi, pretty much the rifles, the charging handles on the right-hand side, my guns are right-handed guns. And I learned that you have to just go on what you're doing. And yes, I am in a safe room. Okay, this is my Glock. Hit the button. And, okay. This is my 1911. Hit the button. I don't want to drop that because I got a fucking new floor here. And my revolver. I have a towel on the floor, but that 1911 mag was heavy. And my rifles. Important thing is it's out. That's the important thing, it's out. Put this down here. Okay. A little slick here because there's a fucking... One thing about being left-handed, I prefer this motion here. The button is on this side now, right? Yeah, two different rifles here you got. I got this in the Mini. The Mini has the button on the left-hand side. Okay. And yes, I know what you're gonna say about the Glock. I have a hard time racking the Glock in my right hand. I can do it, but I have a harder time with it. And yes, I know it takes a couple seconds longer. I understand that. I saw it around when I dropped it. Now, I'm probably not doing everything exactly the way you do it, and that's okay. You're probably like, I do it this way or I do it that way, and once again, that's okay. But point I'm trying to make is that even though I am different than you, because you're right-handed, mostly I'm left-handed, and even though I have my thing, my fucking bad fingers, you can still do things. You just need that little bit of determination, that's all. I didn't do it exactly the way you did it, but I still did it. And yes, the area is completely safe. So, safety's on that, and my finger wasn't on the trigger, in case you're wondering. And the room is clear. Okay. Now, what you saw was me doing all my guns. I cleared, then I made safe, then I re-readied. And I did it differently than you. Obviously, I had muscle discipline was still important. Obviously, finger off the trigger, okay, line of, all that was important, but I still did it. Now, there is the M&P series. And a lot of guys will be left-handed and they'll switch the magazine safety or the Glock Gen 4 and 5. They'll switch the magazine safety. They'll switch out the magazine release button to be left-handed. M&P and Glock Gen 4 up. Well, here's the problem with that. You're a cop, and my friend who's a SWAT officer in a neighboring town, he uses M&P. And the county police use M&P. You have a cop, two cops, one's right-handed, one's left-handed. One has the magazine release for left-handed, one for right-handed. What if they get their guns mixed up or do a battlefield pickup under fire? Left-handed guy is going to be going like this. Right-handed guy is going like this. Because left-handed guy is trained to do this. Right-handed guy trained to do this. 99.9999% of the handguns in the world, the mag release is here. Therefore, if I can train my body to use this mag release like this, I use this finger, okay? If I can train my body to reach here, then no matter what gun I pick up, I will be cool. When I went for an armed guard license, the first one I went for 10 years ago, the instructor had his XD-X, no, it was XD regular X, Springfield XD regular. He put in the 40 caliber barrel, and I was using my own ammunition with it. XDs have ambi mag releases. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Because I was trained to do this, to release like this. Okay? So therefore, I was doing that. Even though the mag release is on both sides on an XD, I was doing that. You gotta learn to acclimate yourself. And there was a guy who was doing the SAFE Act lawsuit with us. He is, has one hand. He likes Glocks and 1911s. How does he use them? He fires until the slide rack's back, then he tucks it under his arm, then he puts a new mag in, then he pulls it back out, and obviously if you're at the range doing this, you gotta ask special permission. But that's how he does it, with one hand. Under the arm, mag in, okay. Jim Abbott was a baseball player many years ago. He was a pitcher. He pitched for the Yankees for a couple of years. Okay? He has one hand. He puts the glove on the stump, throws the ball, tosses the glove, puts it back on his hand, and catches it. And he does it faster than most regular guys can with 2 hands. There was another video in Westchester County. There's a woman in a wheelchair. She's doing a defensive drill against the target. You know the cushions on the wheelchair? She takes the cushion, throws it at the target, and then draws her gun. Because human nature means when I throw something at you, you're either going to catch it, repel it, block it, turn, you're going to somehow do this with it, okay? Well, while the attacker is instinctively doing this, she's drawing her gun from concealment. Okay? You have to learn to live in the world. Okay? My favorite gymnast, her sister, born with legs cut off above the knee. She's never had any legs below here. What does she do? Uses her arms. She uses her arms to walk, uses her arms to drive the car. She has a special attachment to the gas pedal and brake pedal so she can control with her hand. Okay? She's a professional acrobat. Okay? You have to learn to live in the world. Okay? So even though you're left-handed or you have a disability, slightly or more severe, okay, you can still figure out some way to live in this world. And I know something like, I release my mag like that, or I go like that, or I do this other thing. Okay, well the point is, thank you, clock. The point is, you still did it. Or I still did it. Okay, even though I did it a different way than you would have done it, I still did it. I still managed to do it. I didn't complain about it, I just did it. And that's what you need to do, my friends. Don't complain about it, just do it. So if a guy says, this gun is not acclimated for left-handed guys. Okay. That's it. Who saw Saving Private Ryan? I know it's fiction. Jackson, Barry Pepper. He's a sniper. He's left-handed in an era where no one has a left-handed bolt. What's he do? Okay, he figured out a way to do it. Okay, thank you, my friends. First ever video uploaded by iPad.